All right, so today we're going to talk about different ways to multiply polynomials. So the first way that we're going to talk about is the distributive property. So let's open up this part of the foldable and let's write this part down. It says use this strategy when multiplying polynomials by either monomials or by other polynomials. So if we look at this example over here, we have 2x minus 3, and then we're multiplying it times x squared plus 5x minus 2. So we know that the 2x has to be multiplied by everything in this parenthesis, and the negative 3 has to be multiplied by everything in this parenthesis. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to take 2x and multiply it times x squared, which would give us 2x to the third power. And then we'll take 2x and multiply it times 5x, which would give us positive 10x squared. And then we also need to take 2x and multiply it times negative 2, which would give us negative 4x. So now we're finished with the 2x. It's been multiplied by everything in the second parentheses. So now I need to work on the negative 3. So the negative 3 needs to get multiplied by x squared, which would give us negative 3x squared. The negative 3 has to get multiplied by 5x, which gives us negative 15x. And the negative 3 also has to get multiplied by the negative 2, which gives us positive 6. So now we're just going to combine our like terms. And sometimes I like to use different markers or different colored pencils to help me remember which one are my like terms. So this is the only x to the third power I have. I have this x to the second along with this x to the second. And then I have these just plain x's. And then I have this plus 6 all by itself. So when I combine the things that are like terms, I'm just combining the things in the same colored boxes. So there's no other x cubed or anything in yellow boxes, so I just have 2x to the third power. I see here I have two purple boxes, so it's a positive 10x squared minus 3x squared. So 10 minus 3 would give me positive 7x squared. And now the green boxes, negative 4x minus 15x would give me negative 19x, and then just plus 6 at the end. So that is one way to multiply polynomials. Another way to multiply polynomials is by using the FOIL method. And FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last, or first, outside, inside, last. So let's open that up. This strategy is best used when multiplying two binomials. So when we do FOIL, and I'm going to use different colors, the first terms are it means the first terms in both parentheses. So the first thing I'm going to do is x times 2x, because those are my my first things in the parentheses. So x times 2x would give me 2x squared. So the next thing I'm going to do is my outers. So my outers are the outside things in the parentheses. So that would be x and negative 5. So I know that x times negative 5 would give me negative 5x. Then we look at our inners. Our inners are the two things on the insides of the parentheses, and then that looks like it would be 3 times 2x. And I know that 3 times 2x is 6x, and it's positive, so I put the plus 6x. And then I do the last things in my parentheses, which would be 3 times negative 5, and you get negative 15. Now it does look a lot like the distributive property because that's exactly what it is. You're still just distributing. And then we combine our like terms, and the only like terms it looks like I have are the negative 5x and the plus 6x. So when I combine my like terms, my 2x squared stays the same, but negative 5x plus 6x gives me a positive 1x. So plus x and then minus 15. All right, so the last way is the box strategy. So the box strategy is still just doing the same thing, still just multiplying, but this strategy is best when used when multiplying any polynomials. So anytime you multiply a polynomial by a polynomial, you can use this, but you have to be able to draw a box. So I notice I'm multiplying something with 2 terms, because there's 2 terms in this one, by something with 3 terms. So when I draw my box, I need a 2 by 3 box. So I'm going to put my 3x right here, and then minus wood down here. And then, because this would be my 3x minus 1. And then for this one, I'm going to write it up top. So I'm going to have an x squared right here, a minus 2x right here, and I did not make my box long enough. And then we'll put a plus 7 right here. So this top part on top of the box is just the second equation right here, and this one is just the first equation. I've just divided it up into separate little boxes, each term. So now I just need to multiply the boxes, back you did in elementary school. So 3x times x would go in this box, and that would give me 3x to the third. 3x times negative 2x would go in this box, and that would give me negative 6x squared. And then 3x times 7 would go in this box, and that would be 21x. And now I come down here to the negative 1 and do the same thing. Negative 1 times x squared gives me negative x squared. Negative 1 times negative 2x gives me a positive 2x. And negative 1 times 7 gives me a negative 7. So from here, I just need to combine my like terms. So I'm going to circle, or go ahead and box in or circle my like terms. I know there's no other x cubed than that. It looks like I have an x squared right here and an x squared right here. I have an x and an x right here. And then I have a negative 7 that is all by itself. So when I combine my like terms, I'm going to start with my 3x squared. So I'm going to have 3x to the third power. And then I combine my x squareds. It's negative 1x minus 6x. So negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7x squared. And then I have a positive 2x plus 21x, which would give me 23x, and then just the minus 7. So those are the 3 different ways that you can multiply polynomials. You can use any of them that you would like.